Come to a comfortable standing position. Make sure that your feet are at least hip distance apart, if not a little bit wider. And bring the palms of the hands together in front of your chest into prayer. Closing your eyes. Just taking some time to connect with your breathing. Grounding down through the feet. Pressing down through the ball of the big toe, the little toe, and right through the center of the heel. Make sure that you're not locking out your knees here. There might be a little soft bend. And lengthen up right through both sides of the waist, through the entire spinal column, right up through the crown of the head. And let's open the eyes. Release the arms down to Tadasana. Take an inhale, reach the arms up, looking towards the fingertips. And as you exhale, draw the hands down through the center line. And again, inhale, sweep the arms up, press down through the feet. And then exhale, draw them down, back to prayer. And once again, inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, drawing the hands down. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. Place the hands down onto the thighs and bend through the knees, tilting the torso forward. Keep the whole spine long here. Reach out through the crown. Just going to really activate the breathing, engaging Ujjayi breath. So as you inhale, think about expanding out through the sides of the rib cage, into the upper back and into the front of the chest. And as you exhale, just imagine a big wide band across the belly button, just starting to draw inward slightly. Try not to contract the belly strongly here. We want to engage the deep inner muscle of the transverse abdominis. So again, as you inhale, breathe out to the sides of the rib cage, into the upper back, into the front of the chest. As you exhale, imagine that wide band just drawing together across the belly button. And just continue working this way. Out through the sides of the rib cage, into the back, into the chest. As you exhale, that wide band is drawing in. Just a couple more breaths here. We're going to take a cat-cow, so take an inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, tuck the chin in as you curve the spine back. And again, inhale, lightly arching the spine to look up. And then exhale, tucking the chin in, drawing the spine back just to where you can. And again, inhale. And then exhale. And one more, inhaling. And then exhale. Coming back to neutral spine and then just rolling gently up to come back up to standing. Open the feet out a little bit wider now, but keep the feet parallel. Interlace the fingers and inhale as you draw them up past your chest, and then as you exhale, press them up towards the ceiling. Ground down through the feet and reach up through both sides of the waist. The shoulders will lift a little bit, but just allow them to soften down. Nice, easy breath. Take an inhale to reach up, and then as you exhale, lean out over towards the right. Release that right hand down. And then inhale, come back up through center. And then exhale, leaning out over towards the left. Just let that left hand be light on the leg. And then inhale, come back up through center. Exhaling over to the right. And then inhale, come up through center. Exhaling over to the left. And again, inhale up through center. Exhaling over to the right. And we're going to hold it here now. Gently drawing that right shoulder forward and the left shoulder back. Keep pressing down through the outside of the left foot as you reach out through the left fingers. Inhale to come back up through center, and then exhale over to the left now. This time bringing the left shoulder forward and the right shoulder back. And then inhale to come back up through center. Cross the right arm underneath the left and take hold of the shoulder blades. If you can, continue to wrap the forearms all the way around and the hands if possible. So we're coming into Garudasana arms, so eagle arms. As you inhale, try to lift the elbows, but as you exhale, drop the shoulders and just hold it here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, let's lean out over towards the right. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale to the left, grounding down through the feet. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale, up through center. Exhaling, over to the left. Try to keep the hips exactly where they are. And then inhale, up through center. Exhale, over to the right. And we're going to hold it here for a couple of breaths. Only lean over just as far as you can, so don't worry if you're not coming down too far. Take an inhale to come up through center. Release the arms out to the side. Bring the left arm underneath, right arm on top, taking hold of the shoulder blades. And then if you can, you continue to wrap the forearms around and take the hands as well. As you inhale, try to lift the elbows. As you exhale, try to drop the shoulders down. Nice easy breath. Inhale, try to lift those elbows up a little bit high, and as you exhale, let's lean out over towards the left. Inhale, come up through center, exhale over to the right. Inhale, up through center, exhaling over to the left. Inhale, up through center, exhale over to the right. And once again, inhale, center, exhale over to the left, and let's hold it here. Your left shoulder might be drawing backwards and you want to sneak it forward, trying to keep the right shoulder stacked over the left. And then let's inhale, come up through center, release those arms out to the side. Bring the hands to the waist and let's rotate the feet out into a turned out position. Extend the arms out to the side. Inhale. As you exhale, bend into goddess posture. And then as you inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms out. Exhale, cross the arms and inhale, extend the arms out. And then exhale to cross and inhale, come out. Exhale, cross. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, bend the knees out to the side. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Inhale, stretch and bend. And now let's exhale over to the right hand side again. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, strong side bend here. And then exhaling over to the right. Inhale up through center, exhaling over to the left. Inhale up through center, exhaling over to the right. Inhale center, exhaling over to the left. Inhale center, exhale to the right. And one more time, over to the left. Inhale center. And let's bring the hands up towards the ceiling, bring them into prayer, and then come down into goddess posture once again. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms of the hands together. Exhale, down into goddess. Last one, inhale, palms of the hands together. Exhale, coming down into goddess posture. Place the hands onto the thighs, shift the torso forward, and then we're going to twist over to the right hand side. Think about the twist happening in the upper body here, using the hands to gently open out those legs. Easy breath. And then inhale, just shift through center and exhale over to twist to the left. Looking over the left shoulder. And then let's just gently roll all the way back up. We're going to move through a little bit faster. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale down into goddess. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, back down to goddess. Bring the hands to the thighs. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Moving through, inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. And then just come back through center to roll up, sweep the arms up, inhale, palms the hands together, exhale, down to goddess, inhale, reach it up, exhale, bend those knees nice and deep, inhale, reach it up, and then exhale, coming down, bring the hands to the thighs, inhale, exhale, twist to the right, inhale through center, exhale, twist to the left, come back to center, straightening the legs, coming back up. And let's turn to face the chair, stepping back into a supported down facing dog. So make sure your chair is nice and sturdy and on a surface that won't slip. Heels are directly underneath the sitting bones here. Feel free to keep your knees slightly bent, especially for this first down dog. Gently reach away with the hands. Nice easy breath. And feet are at least hip distance apart, if not a little bit wider. Make plenty of space for the baby. Now if you've got a block, grab a block and pop it in between the thighs. And that way you can gently squeeze that block to activate the inner thighs here. And if you can start to straighten the legs as well. Lengthen away with both sides of the waist, reaching the sit bones back as you lengthen forward with the arms. I'm going to take an inhale, bend through those knees and reach the arms up into Utkatasana. And then as you exhale, bring the hands back down, coming back into your down facing dog. And again, bend through the knees, inhale, lengthen up to Utkatasana. And then exhale, bring the hands back to the chair. Inhale, bend through the knees, reaching up. And then exhale, bring the hands back down. And then again, inhale into Utkatasana. We're just going to hold it here. You can be looking straight ahead with the eyes or slightly up in between the hands. Keep bending into those knees, keep squeezing that block. And then as you exhale, let's bring the hands back to the chair, coming back into your down facing dog. Remove the block, place it back down. Now make sure your chair's nice and sturdy here. And inhale. As you exhale, curve up through the spine and shift the weight slightly forward. So you're coming into a very supported plank-like position here. Inhale to shift the hips back into your down dog. And then inhale. As you exhale, roll up through the spine. We're going to inhale at the top here and then exhale to press back into your down dog. Inhale to hold. And then exhale to ripple up through the spine. Head is the last thing to roll up. Inhale to hold, and then exhale to press it back. And we'll just do that one more time. Unfurling the spine, open across the collarbones. Inhale at the top, and then exhale to press it back. And let's just bend through the right knee and then the left knee and the right knee. We're just going to wiggle out through the hips. So imagine you're doing a figure 8 with your hips here. So we're just lengthening out through both sides of the waist and just getting a little bit of movement there, and then just come back to stillness. Step the left foot halfway forward and the right foot back. Keep both feet parallel. We're coming into a supported lunge posture. Feel free to stay here or bring the hands to the waist, and if you have some space, step that right foot a little bit further back. Keep bending into that front leg. Feel free to keep the hands on the waist, or if you'd like to, come into your full crescent moon lunge position, extending the arms up alongside the ears. Either keep looking straight ahead or lift your eyes up slightly. That just challenges your balance slightly. Keep drawing that right hip forward. Let's exhale the hands back to the waist. Rotate that right heel down so the right foot is parallel, and you keep bending into that left knee. Shoulders stay over the hips, and then open the arms out into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Then turn the head to look over towards the left middle finger. Trying to keep that left knee over the left ankle. Unless you're feeling tired, and you can just back off slightly. Let's bend that left elbow, placing the hand onto the upper back, and take hold of the left elbow with the right hand. Encouraging the shoulders to relax down. Let's inhale to open the arms back out into Virabhadrasana 2, and then strain the front leg, hands to the waist. Soften through the front leg and step the back foot forward about halfway, and the left foot comes just a little bit underneath the chair. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, place that left hand down and then reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. So we're coming into support Trikonasana here. Just being aware that you're not locking out into that left knee. If you did need any more height here, you could grab your block and pop the block on the chair as well. And then let's soften through that left knee, bring both hands back to the chair and step back into your down facing dog. Just taking a few breaths. Step that left foot forward just halfway again, and then lift that right leg up just to where you can. If you can bring it up level with the torso, then feel free. Keep flexing that right foot. So we're in a supported Virabhadrasana 3. So standing balance. Feel that energy out through the right heel, all the way out through the crown of the head. And keep that right hip rotating down. And then soften through that left knee, step the right foot back, and then come all the way up to standing. Now rotate the feet out, sweep the arms up, palms of the hands together, and then exhale, coming down into your goddess posture. We're going to hold it here. Find a steady spot for the eyes. And the sensations will get stronger and stronger the longer that we stay here. This is a beautiful posture that strengthens and challenges the legs. Really wonderful for preparing for childbirth. So as it gets stronger, see if you can meet the sensations with your breathing. So continue to soften. Take one more inhale. Exhale, see if you can come down just a little bit deeper. And then inhale, stretch the arms up, bring the hands back to the waist, rotate the feet to parallel. And then let's come back into your down facing dog position. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Allow the back of the neck to be soft. Just using this supported down dog to recover your breath. And check in with your body, notice how you're feeling. If at any stage you need to take a longer break, please feel free. And let's step the right foot forward and then the left foot back. So we're coming to our supported lunge position, either staying here or if you'd like to, bring the hands to the waist. Stepping that left foot back a little bit further if you can. Stay on the ball of that left foot. Keep bending to the right leg. Option here to sweep the arms up into your crescent moon lunge. And if it's okay for your balance, you can step that left foot back slightly. And if you'd like to lift your eyes up, just on the diagonal, make sure you're not crunching into the lower neck area. Extend up through both sides of the waist. And then let's exhale, bring the hands back to the waist. Swivel that left heel down. You might want to open the feet out just a little bit wider, setting up for Virabhadrasana 2. Shoulders stay over the hips. Keep bending to that right knee and then lift the arms up to shoulder height, turning the head to look over towards the right middle finger. A lot of energy out through the arms. Imagine the energy extending beyond the fingers. And then let's bend that right elbow, taking hold of the elbow with the left hand, resting that right hand onto the upper back. Release the hands back to your warrior 2. Hands to the waist, soften through that right knee so you can step that left foot forward and then place that right foot just at the base of the chair. Open the arms out, inhale. As you exhale, coming down into your supported Trikonasana, looking up towards the left fingers. Anchor down through the outside of that left foot. And try to draw both kneecaps up, straightening the legs, but making sure that you're not locking out through the knees. And then soften through that right knee. Bring both hands to the chair, stepping back into your down facing dog. Recovering the breath here. Stepping the right foot forward just halfway and then extend that left leg up, keeping the left leg parallel. Reach out through the crown of the head and that breastbone is reaching forward. Engaging that right quadricep to try to straighten that right leg. And then soften through that right knee, step the left foot back, coming all the way up to standing. Rotate around to the side, opening the feet out into your rotated position. Take an inhale, reach the arms up, palms of the hands together. Exhale back down into goddess. Second time. We won't be here for as long. Option here to bring the hands into reverse namaskara. If that doesn't feel good for your wrists, you can always just take hold of your forearms or your elbows. So really trying to open across the collarbones here. Keep bending into those legs. Gently press the knees back. And keep those shoulders over the hips. Using your breathing. One more inhale. As you exhale, see if you can come down a little bit deeper. And then inhale, reach the arms up, bring the hands back to the waist. And then just turn to face your chair once again. Open the feet out nice and wide. Keep the feet parallel, so both toes pointing forward. Inhale to lengthen up through the waist. And then exhale, bring the hands down onto the chair. Trying to keep the hips in line with the ankles. Option to just stay here. If you'd like to come a little bit deeper, so we're coming into Prasarita Padottanasana, walk your feet back, grab your blocks, keep the blocks underneath the shoulders, and then just hold it here. Thinking about lifting through the inner arches of the feet. Crown of the head reaches forward, shoulders away from the ears. We're going to take a very gentle twist. Bring that block or your hand to the center of the chair, so it's underneath your breastbone. Right hand down, and then open that left arm up towards the ceiling. And then start to turn the head towards the left, and if you can, you turn the head to look up towards the fingers. Keep lifting that right hip up, and the left hip drops down. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, swap it over, place that left hand down on the block, and then inhale to reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, let's bring the right hand down. Just take another breath to lengthen out through the waist here. And then just gently soften the knees, so you can just pop the blocks back, taking hold of your chair if you're off the chair, stepping the feet back to hip distance apart, and then stepping back into your down facing dog. And then just gently roll up through the spine, coming all the way up to standing. And come over to the side of your chair, so the right hand side of your chair. Placing the left hand onto the back, and then extend that right leg up onto the chair. Flex that right foot. Make sure that left heel is directly underneath the left hip. Right hand to the waist, and then inhale to sweep the arm up. As you exhale, it's starting to come forward, just to where you can. So this is totally fine if you just lean forward just slightly. If possible, you can bring your hands down onto the chair itself. And just with each exhale, just feeling into it, see how far you can come down. If you feel like you need to back off, then please do. This is a wonderful supported Ardha Hanumanasana, beautiful opening for the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back. Try to stay active through that right leg, keep flexing that right foot towards the face. And then let's come back up, reach the arm up, inhale. Bring the hand to the waist, place the right foot on top of the chair, then just swivel that left foot to face the back. Left heel is directly underneath the left hip. Place the right hand to the inside of the right knee, inhale, and then exhale, just turn the head to look over the left shoulder. It's taking a very gentle opening of that right hip. Bring the head back to center. Extend the arms out to the side. Inhale. As you exhale, place that right forearm down onto the right thigh and reach that left arm over to the side. We're going to press down through the left foot and reach out through the left hand over towards the right. and your head can be looking up towards the ceiling if that feels good. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale, hands to the waist. Rotate to face the chair again, and then just step off. And let's rotate around towards the other side. Right hand to the back of the chair. Lift that left leg on top of the chair. Right heel is directly underneath the right hip. Left hand to the waist. Inhale to sweep it up. Exhale, folding yourself forward. And you might stay up quite upright. If you can, bringing the hands down a little bit further. And so you're just testing the waters here, coming down to where you can. If you need to move the legs slightly out to the side to make space for your belly, just feel free to do that. Take the breath where you need it in the body. And then let's gently make our way back up. Left hand back to the waist. Stand on that left foot on the chair. Rotate around to face the back. Both hands to the waist for a moment. Place that left hand to the inside of the left knee. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, turn the head to look over the right shoulder. So use that left hand to gently open out that left knee. Turn the head back to center. Take an inhale to sweep that right arm up, and then exhale, bringing that left elbow down onto the thigh, reaching out through the fingertips. Keep pressing down through the outside of the right foot. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the waist, rotate to face the chair, and then let's step off the chair. Coming to the front and sitting down on your chair, opening the feet out wide as if you're in goddess posture here, sitting towards the front of your chair so you've got plenty of space. And then inhale to sweep the arms up, palms the hands together. Exhale, draw the hands down through the center line. 2 more times. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together, and then exhale to draw them down. And 1 more. Inhale, sweep it up, and then exhale, draw the hands down. Extend the arms out to the side, lengthen through the fingertips. Inhale, and then exhale, leaning to the right, right forearm down on the thigh, and then inhale, come up through center, exhaling over to the left, turning the head to look up, and then inhale, coming up through center. Exhale, right forearm comes down, reach out through that left hand. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, that left forearm down onto the thigh, reaching out through the right hand. And then inhale, come up through center. Exhaling over to the right. And we're just going to hold it here. Press down through that left sitting bone as you reach out through the left hand. And try not to collapse through the right shoulder here, so you're still actively pressing down through that right forearm. Inhale, coming up through center, and then exhale over to the left. Pressing down through that left forearm, keeping open across that left shoulder so that the shoulder's not crunching up near the ear. And then inhale, come up through center. Exhale, the hands back to the thighs. Just bring the legs together. Have the feet hip distance apart. Take hold of the back of the chair with your right hand. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, twisting the upper body towards the right. Use that left hand on the inside of the left thigh as a lever. As you inhale, think about lengthening up through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, see if you can find a little bit more space as you twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Let's take that left hand behind the chair, holding onto the chair. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, twisting to the left, using that right hand on the inside of the right thigh as a lever to help you twist a little bit further. And there might not be much of a twist at this stage, so just be easy. Notice if anything doesn't feel right and you can back off. And then let's inhale, come back through center. And let's bring the right foot on top of the left thigh. So the ankle's over the thigh, very close to the knee, and keep that right foot flexed. And this might be enough for you. A supported half pigeon pose. If you'd like a little bit more resistance, you can place the hands onto that right knee and onto the ankle and just hold it there. If you feel like you've got a little bit more space, you can shift your torso forward, bring the elbows to the inside of that right knee and the ankle, and then press the palms, the hands together. So this will really get a lot deeper into the hip. And this might depend on where your belly's at. Your belly might be in the way, so you might not be able to get this far forward, so that's fine. And then let's inhale, coming back up, releasing that right leg down. We're going to swap it over, so place that left foot on top of the right thigh, flexing the left foot, just starting upright, lengthening up through both sides of the waist. It could be fine to stay there. If you'd like to bring those hands just to the inside of the knee or the ankle, and gently place a little bit of pressure there. And then if you want to come a little bit deeper, shifting the torso forward so that the elbows are pressing into the inside of the left knee and ankle, palms, the hands pressing together. Nice, easy breath. And then let's inhale, coming back up, releasing that left leg down, tilting forward to come back up to standing. We're going to take down facing dog on the chair. Place the hands onto the chair, walk the feet back, heels underneath the sitting bones, engaging those quadriceps, lifting up through the entire right and left side of the legs. And then step the right foot forward, come down onto the left knee, and then step the right knee back so they're in line. Then bring the tips of the elbows to the chair, interlacing the fingers. So this might be plenty for you in terms of opening across the triceps and into the armpits. If you'd like to, just shuffle your knees back, press the palms, the hands together, and then you can reach your hands down towards the upper back. Make sure your chair's nice and sturdy here. If it's a bit hard on your elbows, you might need a blanket or something soft underneath the elbows. And then just gently release the arms. And make your way to a comfortable seated position. So you're going to extend the legs out. Grab your cushion or a block. So we're going to sit up on the cushion or your block. So we're going to elevate the hips a little bit higher. And then take those legs out in front of you. So we're coming into Dandasana. Have the feet as wide as the hips, if not a little bit wider. Hands down beside you, onto your fingertips, lengthening away through the arms, Gently pressing those collarbones down, and the chin is just slightly tilted forward so you can keep the back of the neck long and gaze towards the tip of the nose here. Nice easy breath. Now grab your strap. You could always use a tie or something else if you don't have a strap, or you might not even need a strap. Place the strap around the soles of the feet. Take an inhale to lengthen out. And then as you exhale, start to shift your torso forward, walking your hands down the strap to where you need it. If you don't need to hold onto the strap, you could just release the hands down. If you are needing more space for your belly, feel free to open the legs out a little bit wider as well. So make sure you're not feeling a deep pressure on the belly here. A little bit of pressure is okay, but just make sure that there's nothing too uncomfortable. Just allow the head to relax forward, and the breath will just naturally start to slow down. Take an inhale, coming back up, and then as you exhale, just soften through the knees to release the strap. Place the sole of the right foot to the inside of that left leg. Place the strap around the ball of the left. Take an inhale to lengthen out through both sides of the waist. And then as you exhale, you can start to shift forward if you can. So walk your hands down the strap. And if you don't need the strap, then just place the hands down on either side of that left leg. You might just need to move slightly over to the right to just shift the belly out of the way so you're not pressing down into the belly. So Janu Shishasana, a simple head to knee posture. And then let's take an inhale, lengthen back up to your seated position. And then remove that strap. I'm just going to swap it over. So place the left foot onto the inside of that right thigh. Strap around the ball of that right foot. Take an inhale. As you exhale, starting to come forward. Just to where you can. And again, if you don't need your strap, just release the strap. Making space for the belly, you might just want to shift over to the left. And then let's take an inhale, coming back up to your seated position. Release the strap. Let's release both legs out long for a moment. And then bring the soles of the feet together. So we're going to come into Baddha. If you need a little bit more support here, you could pop your blocks underneath the knees. Or if you've got some extra cushions. If you don't need it, just keep the blocks to the side. Just using your hands to open the feet out slightly, and then just rest your hands where you can, so that might be on your ankles or just a little bit more up on your calves. Actively lengthen up through the waist and the lower back here. Shoulders are just pressing slightly down and gazing towards the tip of the nose. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, starting to come forward. Only come forward as far as feels comfortable. If you've got the space and it feels fine, you can come down onto your forearms. Just allowing gravity to help you here. So particularly on the exhale, you might notice that those knees just drop down a little bit more towards the mat. And then let's walk the hands back up. Extend that right leg out to the side. Just keeping the left leg where it is. Reach that left arm up, take an inhale. And as you exhale, starting to reach out over towards the right hand side. Sliding that right hand down the right leg. Pressing down through that left sitting bone. Just feeling that gorgeous opening along the left side of the body. Inhale to come back up to center. Bring the right leg back in and then open out that left leg out to the side. Inhale to extend that right arm up, and then as you exhale, sliding the left hand down the left leg as you reach out over with the right hand. You can turn the head to look slightly up towards the ceiling if that feels okay. And then let's inhale, coming back up through center. And then let's just open that right leg out. So we're coming into Upavishta Konasana. Keep actively pressing down through the backs of the legs, but make sure you're not hyperextending to the knees, so you can have a slight bend through the knees if you need to. Hands behind you onto the fingertips to lengthen up through the back. You could stay there if you'd like to. It's a beautiful posture just as it is. If you want to come forward, take an inhale. As you exhale, start to walk the hands forward. And if you've got some blocks and you want to use your block here, you could place the block down in front of you and then put your forearms onto the block, pressing the palms of the hands together. Keep flexing the feet. Just another few breaths here. And starting to make your way back up. Removing the block. Hands underneath the thighs and just bring the legs up and come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Resting the hands lightly on the thighs, closing down the eyes. Keeping the attention on the breathing. And let's bring the hands to the lower belly. So we're going to practice full yogic breathing here. As you inhale, breathe into your hands. And as you exhale, just feel the belly just soften away from the hands. And again, as you inhale, breathe into the hands. And as you exhale, let the belly soften away. And just continue here, breathing into the hands. And then exhale to soften. And just continue. And then bring the hands to the sides of the body, so where your rib cage is. And as you inhale now, breathe into the rib cage. So we're breathing into the belly, and then we're breathing into the sides of the rib cage. So you feel the rib cage expand out, and then as you exhale, you just feel that rib cage just soften in, an accordion-like action. Inhale, belly, and then sides of the rib cage expands out, and then exhale, everything softens in. So just continue. So using the hands there as a tactile reminder of where you want to try to take the breath. And then bring that left hand to the back of the upper back, and the right hand just rests on your chest. As we inhale, we're breathing into the belly, the rib cage, into the upper back and the front of the chest. And just continue. So we're going to the belly, to the sides, to the upper back and front of the chest. And then just continue here. Take as much time as you need to. Make sure that you're exhaling completely. So we're filling the entire torso with oxygen. Release the hands, but continue the breathing. So breathing into the belly, the sides of the rib cage, the upper back and the chest, and then exhaling down. And again, the belly, sides, upper back and the chest, and then exhale completely. Just continue. Just a few more rounds. Letting that go, just let the breath come back to its natural rhythm. So it's naturally just a little bit lighter. You may only be able to just hear it just slightly. Bring the palms of the hands together in front of your chest. Setting a little intention for yourself for the rest of the day. Could be something as simple as relax. And then let's release the hands back down, gently opening the eyes, just removing your cushion and setting yourself up for your Shavasana. So if you need to pop something warmer on, just grab a blanket or a jumper, grab your bolster, cushion or block for your head, lying on the left side of the body, resting the head down. Bring that right leg over and extend that left leg long. And once you're comfortable, just close the eyes. Starting to have a sense of the whole body letting go, surrendering the weight of the body into the ground underneath you, and trusting that the floor will take your weight. And make sure that you're as comfortable as you need to be. So if you need any extra cushions or pillows, just do so. Imagine that the air around you is soft. And there is nothing left to do. You can completely rest. Just staying here. If you would like to stay here and rest, then just stay exactly where you are. And if you're ready to come out of your Shavasana, gently bring the attention back to the breathing and start to deepen into the breath. Notice your body lying there on the mat. And just in your own time, just starting to wiggle the fingers and toes and carefully making your way back up to a comfortable seated position. Thank you for practicing today. Namaste.